Hello learners, I'm Neetu Sharma and I teach English in Government High School Kamalpur, District Sangrur. Dear children, today we are going to do a very interesting topic, that is bar graph presentation. But before proceeding further, let's watch this video clip. Children, can you tell without counting which colored blocks are more in number and which colored blocks are least in number? Confused? Okay, I will tell you. Now stack all the orange colored blocks one over the other. Similarly, stack the red, green, blue and purple too. Now on looking only, we can tell which colored blocks are more and which colored blocks are least. Dear children, we have created a model of bar graph. The list of most common graph types are as follows. First one is pie charts, to show how a whole is divided into different parts. Second, line graphs, show how numbers have changed over time. Third, bar graphs, to show numbers that are independent of each other. And today we will do bar graph presentation. Now the first question arises, what is a bar graph? Bar graph represents data in the form of rectangular columns. It is used to compare things between different groups or to track changes over time. Dear children, let's try to understand this concept more clearly with the help of one example. Here is a bar graph showing extracurricular activities chosen by children. Dear children, a bar graph has two main lines, a horizontal line and a vertical line that meet at a point. The data items are arranged on the horizontal line. In this bar graph, activities like dance, music, art, cricket, and football are depicted upon horizontal line. The vertical line shows a number of children like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. The value of each data item is shown by a bar. Like in this graph, 30 children have chosen dance for extracurricular activity, 40 music, 25 art, 20 cricket, and 35 children have chosen football. Dear children, can you tell by looking at graph how many children love to dance? Yes, 30 children. Let's move to the second question. Which activity is liked most by the children? Now search for highest bar in the graph. Yes, it is music. Third question. Which activity is liked least by children? Now you have to search lowest bar. Yes, it is cricket. Dear children, now let's move to the last question of this graph. How many children like to play football? 35 children like to play football. Dear children, let's try to solve one more example. A survey of students' favorite after-school activity was conducted at a school. Dear children, in this bar graph, on horizontal line, we have activities like playing sports, talking on phone, visiting friend, cricket, earning money, watching TV, and school clubs. And on vertical line, we have number of students. And the scale is 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120. Dear children, now look at the graph carefully. Try to answer the following questions. First question, What is the title of this bar graph? Yes, the correct answer is Students' Favorite After School Activity. Now let's move to the second question. How many categories are in the graph? Dear children, now let's count all the activities present on horizontal line. Yes, the right answer is there are 7 categories. Now let's move to the third question. Which after school activity do students like most? Here you have to search for the correct answer is they like to visit with friends. Now let's move to the fourth question. Which after school activity do students like least? Now search for the lowest bar. Yes, the correct answer is school clubs. Now let's move to the fifth one. How many students like to talk on phone? Dear children, as you have to tell the number, so concentrate upon the vertical line along with horizontal. Yes, the right answer is 51 students. Now let's move to the sixth one. How many students like to earn money? Again, along with the horizontal line, concentrate upon vertical line too. Yes, the right answer is 37 students. Now let's move to the seventh question. Which two activities are liked almost equally? The correct answer is it is playing sports and cricket, as 45 number of students love to playing sports and 44 number of students love to play cricket, which is almost equal. Now let's move to the last question. List the categories in the graph from greatest to least. And the correct answer is visiting to friends, talking on phone, playing sports, earning money, watching TV, and school clubs. Dear children, let's solve one more example. In a class voted on their favorite fruit, each student voted once. The bar graph below summarizes the data collected from the class vote. Here in this graph, on horizontal line, we have students in a class voted on their favorite fruit. And the fruits are apple, banana, grapes, orange, pears, strawberry. And on vertical line, we have number of students that range from 0 to 6. And scale is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Dear children, again look at the graph very carefully as you have to answer few questions based upon this graph. Now let's move to our first question. Which fruit had the most votes? It is quite visible from the graph. And the right answer is apples had the most votes. Now let's move to the second question. Which fruit had the least votes? Yes, pears had the least votes. Now let's move to the third question. How many students voted for bananas? Now you have to concentrate upon the vertical line. Remember this. Very good. The right answer is only 3 students voted for bananas. Now let's move to the fourth question. Which 2 fruits had same number of votes? Compare the things. The correct answer is oranges and strawberries had the same number of votes. Oranges have 4 votes and strawberries have 4 votes. Then it means both have the same number of votes. Dear children, let's solve the fourth example. The amount of sugar in 7 different foods was measured as a percent. Here in this graph on horizontal line, we have ketchup, peanut butter, chocolate, ice cream, chocolate cake, soda and crackers. And on vertical line, we have the ratio of amount of sugar. And the scale is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Dear children, look at the graph carefully. Now let's try to give the answer for the following questions. First question. Which category of food had the highest percentage of sugar? Yes, the right answer is chocolate had the highest percentage of sugar. Now let's move to the second question. Which food had the lowest percentage of sugar? It is very easy. Yes, the right answer is ketchup had lowest percentage of sugar. Now let's move to the third question. What percentage of sugar is in soda? Now, concentrate upon the vertical line along with the horizontal line. As I have already told you in the previous graphs, whenever you have to tell the ratio, concentrate upon vertical as well as horizontal line. Yes, the right answer is soda has 28.9% of sugar. Now let's move to the fourth question. How many categories are there in graph? Now count the categories. Yes, the right answer is there are 7 categories. Dear children, look at the bar graph chart below. It is about 4 cereals that children like. Read and understand the number of words each cereal has got. On horizontal line, we have types of cereals like cornflakes, Cheerios, Life, Kix. And on vertical line, we have number of words. And the scale is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, I will ask questions from you and you have to give the answer. First question. What are the names of cereals that children like in the bar graph? Yes, the right answer is children like cornflakes, Cheerios, Life and Kix. Second question. Which cereal is the most favorite of children? Try to give the answer. Yes, the correct answer is the most favorite cereal of children is Life. Now let's move to the third question. How many words has it got? Yes, the right answer is it has total 6 words. Now let's move to the fourth question. How many words has cornflakes got? Cornflakes has got 4 words. Fifth question. How many words has Kix got? Kix has got 3 words. Now let's move to the last one. Which cereal has got the least number of words? Cheerios has got least number of words. Dear children, this is all for this session. Hope you have enjoyed it. But before winding up, your homework for today is you have to interpret the data of the following graph. The bar graph shows the marks scored by Rahul in the 4 terminal exams. Dear children, you have to answer only 2 questions. First question, in which term did Rahul score the most and how much? And the second question, what is his lowest score and in which term? But please make sure you have copied it carefully and correctly. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you. See you soon.